Hey, it's Marko here from Fair Realty in Victoria, BC with your real estate market update for March 2024. So let's get started with the numbers right away. First of all, sales. We had a slow sales month, 588 sales. I'm going to post on the side of the screen. The other years, it was the lowest number of sales we've had since 2014 when we had 575 sales in the month of March. We were barely lower than last year. However, you have to keep in mind last year was already a low year. When you look at 2022, we had over 800 sales. We were half the sales we had in 2021. So sales on the whole were definitely slow with a 10-year low. New listings coming to market, 1,310 new listings. This was by no means any sort of record high. It wasn't even the highest year we've seen in the last 10 years. So I don't think there's too much distress out there in the marketplace despite the high interest rates. However, 1,310 is definitely above the 10-year average in terms of new listings. So if we go to active listings, we had 2,647 active listings to finish the month of March. This was actually the highest we've seen since 2015 when we had 3,769. Keep in mind, 2014-13, we had over 4,000. So even though active listings have crept up and are the highest we've seen in 9 years, they're still relatively low when you look at 2011 to 2015. And the reason active listings are creeping up is sales are at a 10-year low and new listings coming to market are definitely above a 10-year average. That's causing active listings every month to creep higher and higher and higher. So what happened to prices? Single family home median, 1,132,500, up a bit from February, definitely up from January, December, and November. I think we had a bit of softness in the winter. Now things have stabilized a bit, and I think single family home prices are going to plateau at this point, at least for the next couple of months. That's kind of my prediction. I'm not really seeing downward pressure or upward pressure at this moment. Despite the higher inventory and the lower sales, the single family home market in Victoria continues to be very resilient, especially between $900,000 and $1.3 million. I had a number of clients in March get involved in multiple offer situations on single family home properties in that price range. The condo median went up to $555,000. This was up from February when it was $535,000. The condo prices really go up $20,000 in the month of March. Not really, just the sales mix was more towards higher end condos, which dragged up the average and the median as well. I think condo prices, best case scenario, are flat. They're definitely not trending up. The 555 you see for March is simply an anomaly in the sales mix. I wouldn't be surprised if in April the condo median fell back down to somewhere around 535,000. So what am I seeing out there in the marketplace? Well, basically single family homes priced between 800,000 and 1.3 million in the core, those are still selling relatively well. And then everything else, condos, especially condos downtown, especially those condos that used to be Airbnb condos, the luxury market, the rest of the market segments are very, very slow. And I think there are good opportunities out there for buyers right now in that luxury market, in the condo market. I'm definitely seeing opportunities for buyers if you're patient and you're making strategic offers. As for sellers, you have to price accordingly. 588 sales, over 2,600 listings, which that means approximately 1 in 5 sellers sold in the month of March. If you're a bit above market, you're going to be those 4 out of 5 or 80% of sellers that does not secure a sale in any particular month. Buyers now have more options to look at, and they're going to look at properties that are attractively priced or reasonably priced. If you're overpriced in this market, we don't have 800 or 1,000 listings like we had a few years ago. It's almost 2,700. So buyers have more options. They're going to look at properties that are attractive and well priced, not those less desirable, overpriced properties. What happens going forward? I think it's going to be more of the same for April and May, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on which side you're on. Interest rates are not coming down before the summer or the fall realistically. I think it's going to be continued slow sales but I think the market's going to be relatively resilient. You don't see a lot of distress selling. Even the condos I had as the listing agent that I was not able to sell, my clients simply rent it out. They're going to try in a couple of years. So I don't think you're going to see too many panicked sellers at the margins, which are going to significantly cause downward pressure on prices. I think it's probably going to be slow sales with relatively resilient prices for the next 2-3 months. What happens as we head into the fall and potentially interest rates come down? That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. That's it for this week. Marko, Juras, Realtor.